Welcome to the Master Dealmakers Secrets Podcast. And now, here's sales growth strategist, John Blake.
Welcome to Master Dealmaker Secrets. I'm John Blake. This is episode 45. Today we are going to be talking about how to increase your chances of success by 70%. This is massive. I'm super excited to be sharing this with you. But first, if you have got lead flow, you want to convert more of those leads into paying clients, head over to johnblakeaudio.com. Get your free rapid audio training where I show you the precise strategy to double your sales with your existing lead flow. This is the same strategy that I teach my high ticket clients that I work with. It's the first thing we do to give them a really fast ROI, which is what you want. You want an ROI. You want to convert more of those leads that you're getting into paying clients so that your advertising costs aren't as high. So head over to johnblakeaudio.com, download my rapid audio training, get the PDF guide that actually has the exact scripts. So what to email, word for word, what to say when you ring up, and the framework that you can use over an 8-week period to create a big spike in your conversions with the people you've spoken to that didn't buy when you had your original conversation with them. Works really well. People don't get pissed off. They just really often appreciate the opportunity and they appreciate the fact that you've actually got back to them. So head over to johnblakeaudio.com and get that right now. Okay, so keys to increase your chances of success by 70%. So when you're doing anything in life or in business, it really does make sense to do whatever you can to increase your chances of success, right? So it's a bit of a no-brainer. So to put yourself in the path of success and increase your chances as much as you can. So, in our, quest to increase the revenue in our business, attract more clients, we get to a point where we really do have to test stuff. So, that point where you kind of, you've planned something and you've got a new idea or a new product or a new strategy or a new thing that you want to do, and you start to second guess your second guesses. I'm totally speaking from firsthand experience. At that point, you've got to just test and see what the market comes back at you with. When you start to second guess your second guesses, that's when you've just got to test and see what happens, right? So I read this fascinating article recently. It was actually first published in Fast Company in about 2005. But the article outlines a study of patients who had severe medical conditions that required lifestyle changes in order to live. And the sad fact was that after only 12 months, 90%, this is full on, after 12 months, 90% of the patients had reverted back to their old lifestyles, virtually guaranteeing an impending death. So, these were people that were, super overweight, they smoking, drinking, they had to make massive lifestyle changes because if they didn't, they were going to die. So 90% of people, after being told that, had reverted back to their old lifestyle, that's just radical, right? Full on. So faced with the imminent threat of death, the vast majority of people, 90%, still failed to make more productive choices. So there was another group, though, that had an 80% success rate. So I guess I guess you'd like to know what happened there. Like, how did they get an 80% success rate? Well, here's what they did differently. They were involved in peer support sessions, right? So essentially they met on a regular basis and they discussed their progress, their struggles, and the things that they had been challenged with, and they encouraged each other, and as a result, they generally stayed on track. So by having other people to be accountable to and to be encouraged by, they increased their chances of success by 7 times, 700% higher chance of success. So what does this mean for us? Okay, well, firstly, it makes sense to have a group of like-minded business people around us to bounce ideas off, experiences, challenges, strategies, things that they've implemented, things that you can learn from their mistakes. People who really get what it's like to run your own business and who really understand what it takes to make it work. So I actually run a group like this. It's called the Arise Mastermind. I've been running it for 6 months. I've got some amazing people in it, and I today want to invite you to apply to become a part of it. So real simple, just send me an email, john@john-blake.com.au, and I'll reply, I'll ask you a few questions, and we can sort of go from there. And if you're a fit, I'd love to have you as part of it. And if not, then, you know, the idea works, right? So if you've got a group of business people that you can assemble around you, then just do that anyway. I mean, I'd love to have you as part of my group. And so, as I said, if you want to do that, just send me an email to John, John, @john-blake.com.au, and we can start that process. So in terms of some of the things that you can do, you know, you can clarify your offer, and where appropriate, we can create a premium version of your product or service, because what we know is that 20% of any group of clients will choose a premium version of what you do. They will actually happily pay you for that. Obviously, you'll get a high converting, predictable sales process that you can use to scale your business. You can confidently hire new salespeople so that you can put them in front of a process that you know is going to convert. You can make your sales process duplicatable, so you could potentially duplicate it in other areas, in other states, and really create a predictable path for you to get in front of and convert your dream clients. Create business networking opportunities with other like-minded business people, and there's that, you know, that collective brain power and the accountability, and of course, you know, my support to you hitting your growth targets over a 12-month period. So if you are interested, like I said, drop me an email, John, John @john-blake.com.au, and thank you for listening to the podcast. I'll talk to you on the next one. Cheers.
You've been listening to Master Dealmaker's Secrets with John Blake. Subscribe to get more in-depth strategies to maximize your sales process with new episodes every week. And double your inquiry to sale conversion with the lead flow you already have. Go to johnblakeaudio.com for his exclusive free no-fluff audio training and companion PDF guide.